Here's something I've noticed with people who decide to do video, then suddenly and mysteriously stall out. Over the years, I've learned that there are two kinds of being stalled, though. One is a message from a benevolent universe. The other is a message from the warden of your prison. It would be good to know the difference. I recently created a new course. Building the video lessons was not a problem, but once it was time to create the user experience, I started having all kinds of problems. Really weird stuff. Web pages breaking, themes not working, inflexible solutions I was buying all over creation. At one point, building almost the entire course, then having to start over. Then another new theme blowing up, a whole website no longer working, my hosting solution apparently failing. I started thinking, well, maybe it's a sign. One member of Inner Circle suggested that it might be Mercury in retrograde, which notoriously affects technical projects and communication. Well, if that doesn't describe the anatomy of a course, what does? Here's the point. I could have given up. I didn't need the money that badly. And as days of no progress turned into weeks, it started to seem like it was going to be a no-go. But on the other hand, I just never got the message that it wasn't worth the effort. And along the way, there had been little Burma shave-like signs that said to keep going. For instance, the creation part was done in the flow. That seemed to be a good sign. At one point, I produced something like a dozen 5-minute videos in a day, and the kind designed to be watched for years to come. And all along, it was shaping up to be a signature program, so I thought, well, okay, I'll just hire an expert to finish this. I hired more than one, but the experts couldn't make it work either. And then I was out of ideas. Well, whatever happens to someone when failure turns into hopelessness, that's what was happening to me. Now, it's here in this moment that you have to be discerning. You might know the Cherokee legend where a grandfather teaches his grandson about life. He says to the boy, "A fight is going on inside of me. It is a terrible fight between two wolves. One is good. He is joy, peace, love, hope, serenity, humility, kindness, and compassion. The other is evil. He is anger, envy, sorrow, regret, greed, arrogance, self-pity, and resentment." The same fight is going on inside of you and inside all of us. The boy thought for a moment and asked, "Which wolf will win?" The old Cherokee replied, "The one you feed." It is possible to build the bars of our own prison until we are locked in forever. And once the final bar is in place, you don't care anymore. The moment where I lost hope was pretty dangerous for the life of that course. Now, I know no one would have known or cared if I hadn't created it, but each person's life affects other lives in ways they will never know about. If I had felt peace about giving up the course, I would have taken that as a sign to get off that road, bridge out ahead, take another path. But I felt no peace about that. And I thought, you know what? This is going to happen. I don't care what I have to do. And suddenly, the owners of that software started communicating. They fixed everything that was broken. They taught me how to use their technology. I discovered new ways to make the course even more engaging. And that was a turning point. And now, people are enjoying it, and it's changing lives for the better. Okay. Here's the point of this whole video. For many people, video causes the same kinds of problems I experienced with my course. They might be about production, maybe writing, maybe about being on camera, maybe all three. For me, the answer was not to give up right away, but to make sure this was the right path in the first place. If you're stuck, remember any synchronicities you might have noticed so far. They don't happen if you're supposed to be doing something else. Instead, you fall into a state of endless procrastination. And that is not the destiny of a visible authority.